What up, y'all? It's your man, Mr. Marshawn, and this is Motivational Mondays, all right? The lesson for today is let go of what you can't control. Let me say that one more time. Let go of what you can't control, all right? I'm going to put myself on a stand right now and say I have been a hardcore victim of this phenomenon of trying to control and manipulate everything that's going on in my life. You know what I mean? And at a time, it has caused me a lot of stress because I was trying to control things that I necessarily couldn't control. And a lot of times, if you've had this problem, a lot of times you have a hard time distinguishing what you can control and what you can't control. You know what I mean? And even to this day, I'm still learning how to get better with that, but I'm a lot better than what I used to be. All right. So I just wanted to put that out there because I feel like there's other people out there that's experienced what I experienced, and you probably are going through the same thing, especially as you get older. As you get older, you take on a lot more tasks, you take on a lot more things in life. You start to feel like you have to control everything to keep the train from going off the rails. I'm here to tell you guys, you have to learn how to let go of the things that you cannot control because it will cause you a heavy amount of stress in your life that you do not need. And learning how to distinguish between what you can control and what you can't control is very important. Very important. What I've learned and what I am continue to keep on learning is that there is nothing out there I can control but me and the actions that I put forth in the world. Anything else that happens after that, that has nothing to do with me. That has to do with the universe. That has to do with God. That has to do with a higher power that's out of my realm. That is out of my reach. That is out of my control. But what I can control is how I respond to things. I can control what I can do in my lifetime. And that's the most important thing. And the most important thing from what I learned is I can control how I respond to any situation that's thrown my way. Somebody's coming at me with an attitude, I can choose to say, hey, I'm going to meet you with the same energy, or I'm going to do something to get out of this situation and not escalate it and de-escalate it and find out why are you upset? Why are you coming at me like this? You know what I mean? I have ways to control whatever it is that's going on with me and my actions and my responses and what I do and the energy I put out in this world. That's what I've learned about control. So learn how to let go of the things that you cannot control. You can't control other people. You can't control how other people respond to what you say. You can't control anybody else but yourself. You can't control situations. You can't manipulate things and try to get it to go this way. Because just when you think you can do that and it goes another way, it leaves you with a whole bunch of stress that you don't need because you're like, oh man, I did something wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. That's just the universe's way of reminding you you have no control over anything that's out of your control, meaning out of anything that has to do with you. Learn that. Learn how to let go of all of those things that you try to have your hands on, trying to be the master puppet master and trying to manipulate everything. Cut all those strings and let it go, because the only person you can control is you and what you do and your responses to anything else that goes on around you. Everything's going haywire around you. You can make the choice and have control and say, hey, I don't have to go with it. You know, certain people going a certain way and you ain't feeling that. You have control to say, hey, I don't have to do that amongst myself. I don't have to do that to me. You know what I mean? The term following the Joneses, you don't have to follow the Joneses. That's a personal choice. You got control over that. And I'm using that as an example that you don't have to go where life chooses to push you. If life chooses to push you a certain way, you got to be able to maneuver, roll with the punches. That's what you got control of. That's what you have control of. Just because life is taking you down a road don't mean you have to go down that road with life. You have to make a decision and say, hey, what can I do to make this situation better? And what can I do? How can I control my mentals? How can I control myself? Going back to another video, how can I keep myself healthy so I don't fall victim to what's going on around me? All right. So just learn that you are not in control of a lot of things that you think you got control of. Learn how to let that go and learn how to control the things that you can control. Know the difference. Know the difference. And I'm speaking from experience. Know the difference of what you can and what you cannot control. And I guarantee you, man, you're going to feel so much better by letting that go. Just automatically just seeing that and saying, oh my God. Oh my God, man. You mean to tell me I don't have to worry about this? That only thing I got to do is control what I do? It's such a liberating feeling, man. So if you're suffering through that right now, if you're going through that right now, as I've went through it, and I'm improving on it every day as I go along, because I'm realizing what I can and what I can't. If you're going through that right now, just know that you don't have to try to control and manipulate everything that's going on in your life. You are the sole controller of yourself. And that's what you genuinely, truly have control over. It's what you do and your responses to what goes on in this life. All right? All right. With that being said, y'all take care. Y'all have a good day. And y'all have a prosperous week.